yet it's not in that category.
Yes.
Or probably I might think that mine is not among the small scale businesses, yet it is. So what is a small scale business, if we can understand it from that context?
A small scale business is a private owned business, mainly managed by few people with small capital.
So it should be private.
These businesses are mainly in our locations.
Okay.
If you move to Kampala, most businesses we are having here, the shops, those who are selling in the market, those who are driving a taxi, riding borders, we call those small scale businesses. Yes. Meaning the number of people who are working in that entity are small. In business, we call them sole proprietorship. They are managed by one person. He is the one who handles everything and assisted by some few people. Then we may have also what we call the partnerships. These are groups which join together to make business. So they are also called small scale businesses.
Even with partnerships?
Yes, even with partnerships. Okay. We come now when we want to put a difference between small and large, is when a large business is a business which serves more than one country. Yeah.
So meaning if my business serves one country, then it is small scale?
Yeah, it may be serving one country, but big, depending on the number of the employees you are employing and which people is this business serving.
Let's start with the capital base and the number of employees.
Yes.
So how much should I invest in a business for it to be considered small scale, and how many workers should I have in order to be considered a small scale?
I will not talk in the numbers of workers, but I will talk in the number of the scale.
Okay.
A small scale business is a business, as I said before, solely owned by one person. And it may be having 2-3 helpers who come in to help this person serve this, serve this, serve this. So that is a small scale business. I'll give you an example in Kampala here. Almost 100% of the shops here are small scale business.
Almost?
100% of the shops in Kampala. Let me give a percentage of around 95% are all small scale business. Yes. Because the management is entirely under one person. The death of this person causes the business to collapse. Has no management. The initiator of the business, the person who has the mind of the business, is the person who started the business, is the person who is running the business, is the manager, is the accountant, is everything. So he just employs some few people to help him here and there. Serve this, do this, do this. So we call those one as small scale businesses. So all people with less capital, small scale business moves from capital of around 1 million, it may run up to around 50 million or 100 million, but it still serves to be a small scale business. So we need to help our people who are viewing us. How do they succeed in this small business? As you ask the question that if a person can do this business and do it and still remain small, yes, it is possible for a person to do the same business and it still remains small.
But progressing.
Yes. Because to make this business become a big business, then you have to grow. You have to save and grow your business. Meaning you are moving from a single management business to a company. So when you get to a company, your company is being managed by professional staff. Then you have grown from a small scale business to a company.
So in other words, one of the distinctions is also the professionalism in the management.
Yes.
Okay.
The professionalism in the management, then the amount of money employed in this business also matters. So if someone is beginning a business outside there, it depends on the money. and how are you organizing this business. In Uganda here, once we register for a company, then we have moved from a small business to a big business, because a company is allowed to do work all over the country. Once you are registered as a company, you're going to do work all over the country, and you can even move to other countries because you are a company limited by share or limited by guarantee.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think we are now getting it. In other words, if I have my this very big shop, and this I think it was afternoon, we were passing through Gazaland, and so someone was showing me two shops, comparing two shops. And
yes.
Did you see this shop? This person started small on someone's door,
yes.
and see in just a short period of time, see they now own a full a shop. But I mean, it was. There were only two in this shop.
Yes.
So, do I call that a growth from small scale to large scale?
No. You've not
even
yet,
when their amount, their capital base has grown?
You've not yet reached there. Because, one, we are looking at your management of the business. Is it being managed by the professionals?
No.
Has it registered legally as a big company? If it has not registered legally as a big company, then you are still in a sole business. Meaning, you are this. Once you die, the business will automatically die.
What if I mentor my children and
they cannot do what you can do? Everybody on this earth has his passion and has what he can do better than the other. So once you leave that business to remain under your hand and you don't grow it to the level of the company, which is going to be managed by the professionals, then you are still a small business. Yes. So what we are trying to encourage our people is look at your business and see what your business is doing for you. Then grow that business from the level of a sole proprietor to the company. Bring in staff who are professional to manage your business and watch the business grow. Sit as an appropriate of the business, let them advise you and let them take the business ahead.
Okay. So we want to look at strategies of growing. First of all, we start with this small scale business.
Yes.
Because some people really don't want to grow their business to get into those, that elevation. Partly because it's one of the ways of cutting costs, expenses in the business. Because now when you get into a company, then limited by guarantee or shares or whatever, then you'll now bring in staff. Professionals need a lot of money, contrary to these others, the freelancers, who you'll give a 10K a day and they'll appreciate that. But you can't do this for a professional. They want their salary, which is a little bigger.
But you're also tied in one area. Let me give you an example. This family TV, if it started as a local television and it started broadcasting here locally without being registered as a television in Uganda, do you think it will be having the client it has right now? Do you think it will be have acquired the status it is right now? Because it took the initiative from coming from the word, which was one person's mind, which was tabled in the board, that we need to have a television station. And they started working on the registration of a television station. There, they had to look for the professional staff who are going to be in the IT, who are going to be the engineers of this, who are going to work in the management of this, who are going to do the marketing of this. So when they sit down this, the person who had the mind to start this television, even if he's not even seen anywhere, no one sees him anywhere, but the television is moving on. So even if he ceases to be a member of Church of Uganda, the television will still go on because they are professional staff who are taking on the work. Yes.
So that now takes us to something very important. What are the benefits of growing your business from a small scale to a what? To a large scale business?
Before we look at the benefit, I would like us to first look at how do we build that business from a small scale to the success of that business.
Okay.
Look at here, we are looking at two people. There are people who are having business, already running business.
Yeah.
And there are those ones who are having money in their pocket or in their house.
Yes.
Thinking, where should I invest this money?
Yes.
But they don't know where to begin from. They don't know how to start. They don't know how things will work out. The same thing, those who are doing business, they are stuck somewhere. They are doing small business, but they are stuck somewhere. They have failed to take off. What should they do to make this business successful?
Yes.
So I think we should first look at how should these people move from small to grow and succeed in their life. Yes.
So let us look at how, first of all, like you said, I think it's important to see how you can grow this business. And then we shall see the benefits that come with
Yes.
this.
As we always talk about business, to grow your business, one, you need to build a foundation. But the foundation for business is not concrete and cement.
Hey.
No. You know, people who are watching us may think that we are talking about the foundation, so we are talking about the concrete and cement. But the foundation of the business is, what do you think about that business?
Okay.
Many times we talk that business is not all about excitement. You get excited, you invest your money fails from there. But business is all about doing what is needed for you to do, and you help yourself to grow. Here we need to look at the things like conducting a marketing research.
Okay.
Many people go in business because of excitement. A friend is doing a business, I also need to do the same business. That's a lie. Someone has succeeded in this, I also need to do this. That's a lie. Before you place that shop somewhere, those people who are viewing us, before you put your money in that business, have you done the market research to find out that this business can work? Have you found out who are the clients who are going to buy from me? Have you found out who are the people? Are there potential people to come and buy? So we are doing business. In business, we are exchanging money. Money comes in, money goes out. Goods goes out, money comes in. You get that? So we are looking at people taking what we have and also giving them what we have. So do a market research. Your market research should be done very well. Is the product I want to put here, is it viable? Do we have people around here who can buy this product? Don't just be excited. The mall has been built somewhere. You look at it, it is beautiful. You have your money, you put something there. You are going to fail. Another thing I will talk about, have a plan. A business plan of your business. After doing your research, sit down and do a plan.
Business plan?
Yes. Okay. You know, a business plan is like a roadmap. Before you do something, imagine you are leaving home. You are leaving home, you don't know where you're going. Where do you end up?
Anywhere.
You end up anywhere. Some end up being knocked, because they don't know where they are going.
You end up at parties where you're not invited.
Yes. You don't know where you're going. You just wake up early in the morning and say, I don't know. Or I go to Kampala. So you start moving, you're on phone, you're looking something, you're seeking something, you don't have any idea of where you're going. At the end of the day, you find yourself being knocked. The same thing happens to business. If you do business and you don't know where that business is taking you, you're going to knock and fall. So first have a plan and have a roadmap for this business. A plan is not something which is, when we talk about this thing, people think complicate the things that I have.
Yeah, you have to get into. I mean, those were boring things when we were still studying accounts. They were so boring, where you draw this, what, and yeah.
You don't need to draw all those things. But you need to ask yourself, what are the things do I need in this business?
Okay.
Who are the people who are in this area? What do they need? Write them down. Get a piece of paper, write these things down. Write some small notes down. As you do your market research, you move around to the shops which are around there. Right now, I cannot put a shop anywhere, if I've not checked the people who are there and those who are doing that business.
Yeah.
No, I cannot. Because the business competitors helps your business to move. Avoid these things which people say that I don't want competitors in my business. If you don't have a competitor, then you're not a business person.
There is something that we normally say that, for example, if I go to, let me say, Chiseka market, and everyone is in spare, I want to bring something different, and so what I do is I come with clothes.
Yes.
And I start up a boutique there. And I think I'm bringing something unique to the market. So we are taking a short commercial break. When we return, we are starting from there. Welcome back from the break. We are taking a close study on how you can grow that small business. Of course, you might have your idea. You say, I want to do this and this and this. It's a very wonderful idea. It's a very beautiful idea in your brains. However, practically, what do you have to do in order to see this idea becoming reality and progressing so that you're not frustrated? Because I don't think people go into business to be frustrated and stressed with circumstances that come by. So before the break, you are telling us about competitors.
Yes.
And I mean, we do not want competitors.
That's a wrong thing in business.
Because you feel...
Yes.
You now get into a market space where you're sharing clients. Me, I want to be in an island where I have all the clients.
What happens in business is that client will always look where all shops there are many shops selling the same product. Because they think that when they find different shops selling the same product, they have a choice to pick on what they want. But when you tie yourself in an island, you find yourself missing a lot because you don't have a competitor in that area. Yet you have competed somewhere where you have a challenger who challenges you in business and you also work. So that's what makes people what makes people to lie themselves according to the business. Imagine, I'll give an example. You see right now, people who are living in Jinja, there are good shops in Jinja selling the same clothes which are in Kampala.
Yes.
but they leave Jinja to come to Kampala. There's also a market in Iganga, a wholesale market in Iganga, which sells these clothes, but they leave as far as Soroti to come to Kampala and get these things here. Instead of going to Iganga, instead of going to Jinja, instead of going to Soroti market. You know why? Just because they have in their mind that in Kampala there are many shops selling clothes.
There is a variety.
Yes.
So when I fail out here,
yes,
I can go to the next.
And sometimes they even fail when they reach in Kampala. They don't know what Kampala means. They end up to buy the second hand clothes.
Because there is a variety.
Yes.
Oh.
So put yourself in an area where you have a competitor to help you market your business.
Okay, this is another one. Yes.
Then I will also talk about to secure a fund.
That's very important.
Yes. When after doing your market research, you have also gone ahead to have a plan, secure a fund to do this business. Secure a fund to do this business because you have already drawn a plan that your business will be having this and this and this and this and this. So put there the money which is going to do this business. Especially when you're beginning a business, don't borrow. Don't. Because you will not be able to meet the expenses, then also pay a loan immediately. Remember, a loan is operating 30 days from the day you are borrowing that money. So the Saturdays will come when, especially the first month, if God helps you, you may not work that money. So the business will go on picking. That's why we tell our people, first save money and put that money in the business you want to put.
However little the money is. Begin with something small. You get there. If you have the passion to do business, you get there. If the passion is not there, if the love is not there, you will not get there. You start and you fail. Because what you wanted to rush and get there. In business, there's nothing like rushing. We've had people who are given money. For example, maybe you have your uncle who is in the US,
yes,
and then they look at you struggling with life, then they send you some money as capital,
yes,
to start up a business. And then someone will ask the neighbors, what do you think is trending? Then they'll ask.
The best thing before you send this person money, first find out what can he do. What can you do? You get that?
Are you not dictating their life?
No, you're not dictating their life, but you are saving your money. It is better to put your money where it is going to multiply than putting your money where it's going to fail the next day. Because you give him money, tomorrow he will come and say, Uncle, the money you gave me, I didn't know what happened, but I have nothing. So first train this person's brain and mentor him to enter in something he can do. Yes.
Well, this is very, very important. Now I have my capital. I've done my survey. I've gone through all these basics. I have my plan. I've even given myself an estimation that maybe the first 6 months might be months of struggle and trying to familiarize with the environment, yes, and all that. And then maybe by the 7th month, I should be breaking even. So I have all these details.
Yes.
Now, how do I maintain this business?
You need one thing to maintain it. Try to go legal. Yes.
Why?
Try to register your business. When you register your business, it also help you to grow. All registered business, they encourage them to have a bank account. When your business is registered, you have a bank account. When you have the bank account, now begin your business. You get that? I encourage most people, when you go to Kampala here, most people who are doing business, they don't have bank account. And that's how they end up with money lenders and they take all their things. But if they had a bank account, they would be putting their money in the bank, withdraw, put, withdraw, put, withdraw. At the end of the day, the bank will be following how your account is moving. When you go there and you need a financial assistance to boost your business, you'll be helped by the bank. And you grow the business. I discourage people who hate putting their money in the bank first.
Hey.
Don't deposit your money there to stay there, but use a bank as something which can help you. Immediate help. Immediate help, you get it from the bank. Don't leave your money to lie in the bank, but deposit your money, withdraw your money and do your work. Deposit, withdraw and do your work. One, it is going to help you to know how your money is coming in and how your money is going out. When did you make profit? When did you make a loss?
If I reach a time when the tax man is coming to me, isn't this risky?
It's very good.
Especially with my expenditure.
Any business which is growing has to pay tax.
Yes. I mean, but if I put my money, I get it out. Isn't it an eye-opener to this tax man that I'm making a lot of money, that's why I deposit and withdraw all the time?
All small businesses are charged by what we call the city authority.
Yes.
Their tax are collected by the city authority. So you don't need even they don't need to check your bank account. But they need to see that the filing of the city authority is always done on your business. They are under districts, they are under municipalities, they are under city authorities, which come physically at the shop and say, this shop, we can see you can be able to pay 450 a year. You can be able to pay 250 a year. So don't worry about the tax. Any business which is growing has to pay tax. Don't worry about the bank charges. Bank charges, one day, the bank charges you are losing today will help you in the future.
When and how?
In the future, if you are a business-minded person, if you are a business-minded person, I always tell you that any successful business, there's no successful business without a bank behind it. It is not there. There is no successful business without a bank behind it. So to succeed in the business, you must be having where you can get the money. Because one day you're going to get stuck, and after getting stuck, you're going to go to people to ask them money. They will not give you money. But you go to the bank to ask them money, they will see your cash flow, and they will say, come, get this, you are able to pay it. So have a bank account to make your base of the business.
Now, of course, those are some of the strategies.
Yes.
Are there any more? We are leaving
those are now I call those the foundation.
The foundation.
Yes.
So we you've talked about going legal, but you also told us about registering the business as we're starting.
Yes.
And we now want to look at the importance of getting to that level of registering now. I mean, going into all those details with URSB and I mean all the other institutions that are in charge of that.
The benefits. Your business is recognized, and today, in all municipalities, cities, and district areas, you will not operate a business which is not registered. Because you are required to pay a local service tax of your business. So you will not pay a tax without a TIN. You will not get a TIN without a business. So all those are benefits which help.
So can't I pay this tax using my personal TIN number?
It is possible. You can pay the tax using your personal TIN number, but attached to a business name.
Oh.
Yes. So registration is very important. The reason I say registration is important, that's why I mentioned the issue of the bank. One day you will need money, but your business is not registered. They will begin to ask you, now bring the documents. You will begin doing new documents at that very time, which you don't have. It will not help you. But if your business was registered then everything will be very easy for you to acquire the money you want. So registration of the business helps you to get where you want to be.
That is taken in. So we now look at a situation where I want to elevate my business, I might not want to elevate it into a large scale business. I want it to still operate as a small scale business, but with at least an increment in capital. I mean, I grow it into a slightly bigger facility compared to how I started, because I don't want to be where I was. Now, how do I grow and progress into this facility that I want, even when my vision might not be the other bigger vision of turning into a large business?
Now, I'll talk about that in such a way that now you set up a business, it has started, you want to grow that business to another level and succeed as a small business.
Yeah.
You may succeed as a small business, and you don't need to go to a big entity.
Yes.
Which is okay. Now, what do we do to get from there?
Yes.
One, I would like you to now concentrate on your customers, because you have put the business in place. Now you need to concentrate on your customer satisfaction. Are your customers satisfied with what you are giving them? Are your customers satisfied with the talk in between you and them? Are your customers happy the way you are serving them? Most businesses fail because of the talk between you and the client. Move downtown here. Just get free time. You move downtown here. 3-4 shops. You find there are some who are very rude. There are some who are very arrogant. There are some who will ask you, what do you want here? You get that? As if he came in that shop to ask what the person coming there, what does he want?
Yes. This way they open.
We always say that customers are the boss because they have brought you the money. So,
and it's the reason you opened.
And it's the reason why you are opening that shop. Are you client, your customers happy with you? You should ask that question. Ask that question. Every customer who leaves, is he happy with the service he has given you? That's why you find that modernized businesses, companies which have grown, they put up a suggestion. They even give you a paper to write. Are you satisfied with what
we offer?
How we have served you? Some call. You have been in this bank. Were you served well? Are you satisfied with the services? So your relationship with the client will help you to grow from one level to another. So build a customer satisfaction base that the customer who comes in the business will move out of the business when he's very happy. Once we get there, you get more clients, because this one who moved in when he's out when he's very happy is going to bring more others to come.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll give you an example. There are stubborn clients. So one time I went to Nakasero here. I wanted to buy avocado. So what happened? The lady was seated up.
Yes.
And she told me, you pick that one. So I told her, but is this really good? I think she realized that, okay, I think she saw something else in me. She was like, by the way, I don't have any ripe avocado. You get to my neighbor.
Yes.
I said, no, you have. I want to buy from you. She said, I said I'm not selling. I don't have. So I told her, you opened your space because you wanted clients. I've come and you'll sell to me. I mean, in a way of being stubborn somehow. And my colleague was like, hey, so I was like, no, I want to remind her that it's the reason she opens.
Yes.
So she should treat every customer. Some of us are funny, but I mean there are also others who are not. So it's not that every day you're going to get a good client.
Even if a customer is very rude, even if a customer is very funny, get that money. Find a way of getting that money from that customer.
You didn't open to deal with those personalities.
Yes.
You came to get money.
You came to get money.
Okay.
I'll give you one thing. When I go to board a taxi, I can't board a taxi when I'm putting on a tie.
Hey, why?
No. I want to look like the people who are there and listen to their words.
And conversations.
Their conversations, what they are talking about, how the day was, and just keep listening to what they are talking. But when you move in very smart, they will get to know this person. maybe we don't need to talk much about this.
The government.
Another thing, when I'm coming here in Kampala, downtown here, I cannot come to Kampala when I'm smart like this. I remove the tie, I remove the coat, I put on opens, then I can join those shops. Why? Because when I go, when I'm like this, something which costs 20,000, I'll buy it at 50,000. Because they will look the way I went in the shop, that's how they will handle me, especially areas in downtown. So make sure you satisfy your clients. When a client is satisfied, will always come back and will bring more clients on that in that shop.
Now, how do I satisfy this client?
The talk you initiate between you and the client, the jokes you play between you and the client, studying the client. There are some people who are very principled. They come when what they want is what they want and move out. They don't want you to talk anything with them. Handle them like that. There are some who come when they are jolly. They want to hear your word from you. Handle them like that. So you just need to learn the science of each client and understand that when this one comes in, I will handle him like this. When this one talks like this, I'll handle him like this. So once you master the science of the clients, you're done with them, satisfying them. Trust me, they will call you that I was satisfied when I entered that shop. When I entered that business, I was very happy.
So what if I do all this and the clients still don't come?
You cannot do all this.
There are moments where someone says, I've done everything. There are people, I was standing at a certain shop, I think it was a Sunday, and someone had packed daddies. And there was a sweet, a lollipop inside the pack. So I was like, this is how far we've reached with customer satisfaction. That you want at least a client to go with something. If they don't find that is tasty, at least they'll remember the sweet inside. But I mean, someone would say that I've done everything. They've even innovated new ways of bringing the clients and maybe retaining them. But still, things don't seem to progress as expected.
No, when we're checking business, Edrine, one thing you have to put in mind is you must be very organized.
Okay.
You must be very flexible.
Okay.
And you must be very creative. When you are organized, when you are creative, and when you are flexible, you cannot never fail in business. What makes people fail in business, even if they have applied things which are required, some people are very rigid. This is done like this, I cannot change. Try to move to some shops of the Indian here, even if they have a price tag there, and there is a way they can bargain with you. They will say, please bring that one. You get that? And they will sell. The other person who is very rigid will not sell. There are shops along Kampala Road here. Along Kampala Road here, this side and this side. You go to the shop and they tell you a suit is 2 million. The very suit you go down and they will tell you it is 600,000. The very suit you reach to the Indian shop and if you know that he has sold someone at 3 million, he can sell it at you even at 200,000. So when you are organized, flexible, and creative, you cannot fail business. So this is where people lack a lot. Our people here in Kampala, they know how to shout.
Bawe,
Five.
biri, bawe.
That's what they know.
And sometimes the rhythm is, the rhythm is is interesting.
That's what they know. But they are not prepared to help their people on their personal basis. So after this one reaching there, shouting bawe, bichi bichi, all those things, he will get to the shop, and after getting to the shop, he will find there another person who is very rude. Who is very rude, who cannot help you to do that business. So your business will fail because of the people you put there. Human resource is very key to the business.
Like though you enter taxi and the conductor will call you Tata, and then when you enter the story changes.
Yes. There's even a person who told me that when he had beards. Whenever he went to a taxi, someone called him Seka. And he was not a Seka because of his beards. So he stopped getting into that because of that. So study your clients and know what the clients want.
Okay.
After knowing what your client wants, you can be able to satisfy them. And once you satisfy a client, he'll come back.
Now, I think even as we wind up in these remaining 2 minutes that we have, I want you to help us understand how we can study this client.
Edrine, I can study you when you're coming in my business. One, I can study you the way you walk. I can study you on the very first word you are going to tell me when you have come in my shop. Yes. There are people who enter your shop and will say, "Good morning, sir." There are people who come in your shop and say, "How much is this?"
Others will not say, they'll just come
and look.
And then go.
Yes, and then go. But it is up to you to know how these people come in. People come with different problems. If you sit at the front desk, that's when you can tell that people come with different problems. You'll even invite here a person, and instead of waiting someone to open for him the door, you find him breaking it.
Give us your closing remarks.
My closing remark today, I'm going to give the scriptures. Colossians 3:23 says, "Whatever you do, work at it, and all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human matters." So I want to encourage our people that everything we are doing is in line with the scriptures. So do everything as you're not doing for yourself. Even when you're at work, work as if you're not doing for that boss to pay you, but work as you're working for God. Then God will pay you. If they are mistreating you at work, if the business is mistreating you, work as you're working for God. That work cannot pay for you, but work as you're working for God. The second one is in Proverbs 10:4. It says, "Lazy hands make poverty, but diligent hands build wealth." Don't sit home with your hands very lazy. You are going to die poor. You are going to die mourning. You are going to die speaking a lot of things. And mark you, even if you are very saved and you have that poverty, you will not go to heaven. Because of the words you talk, because of the things you speak, because of all those areas you go through. So make your hands to work, to make money, so that you attain the heaven you are fighting for. Thank you for listening and viewing us.
Wow, thank you so much. Indeed, especially your closing was now an eye-opener. Colossians says, wraps it up. So while you treat that client, while you back at them, remember, you're working not as though you're working to satisfy human beings, but as though so in other words, this scripture reminds us to be so diligent in what we do, committed and dedicated in each and everything that we do. Thank you so much for watching us from where we started up to now. Mumza, Raymond, and the entire team that we have worked with as we come to the close of this show. We wish you a blessed night. Good night.
Family Hour, empowering families one episode at a time. Together, we build strong, healthy, and thriving families with our daily dose of inspiration and expert insights on topics that matter, like education and career growth.
God did not give the white people or the black people